What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Tech Unboxing, and today we have the review, 1 month review of the Samsung S22 Ultra. Now this phone is amazing. We're in the States and we have the Snapdragon 8 processor in this phone. I use this phone every day for personal work and sometimes even gaming. Even though I have a work phone, I still always tend to reach for this phone all the time. Now this phone, as you may know, has the S Pen included, and for work purposes, every time I go out and if I have to draw something and my phone is locked out of my phone, so you pull out the S Pen and it comes out with the notes as soon as you pull out the S Pen. You can start drawing. Yes, it makes a little sound. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, it's optional. You could turn it off, but it's so much easy, just having the notes pop up right as soon as you take out the pen, because you just want to write something really quick and save it. You don't want to have to stand there in front of, let's say, a customer, or if you're like, just in general, it's going to save you a lot of time. So that's one really great thing I like about the Note, about the S22 Ultra. Now the screen is a LTPO panel with 120 Hertz adaptive refresh rate and 500 ppi. The brightness on this phone is really high, 1750 nits to be exact. I always keep my phone on high brightness, not usually when I'm inside, when I'm really inside. So outdoors, this phone is amazing. You can see everything when you're working outside in the sun. And the colors, this phone has a wide spectrum of colors compared to other phones. So very saturated. I love using it outdoors, I have no issue. Sometimes I even game with this, just sitting at the park or something, and I have no issue seeing what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. The battery life on this phone is amazing. Consider that I use this phone all the way on high brightness all the time. It lasts me a day. It lasts me a whole day with about 20% left when I'm about to go to sleep. And sometimes I forget to put it on charge before I go to sleep, and still in the morning it'll probably drop down 1 or 2%, it'll be 18%. But other than that, it's amazing. And the fast charger that Samsung has does a great job of charging this phone in less than like 30 minutes. In about 30 minutes, I'll have a great amount of charge, and I won't have to worry. I'll just hop in the shower, hop out, and I'll be good to go for the rest of the day. What's so amazing about this phone is the adaptive refresh rate. There's no lag whatsoever. And since I have the 512 gigabyte storage, so I have a lot of apps, all the time. I have all my work apps, I have games in here, I do everything on this phone, and it still has not crashed on me. No app has crashed. On my last Galaxy Note 20, sometimes, after a lot of heavy use, it would tend to crash on me. This phone still has not, and I use it all day long. It's always in my hand. It's always unlocked. I'm always doing something, emails or videos or whatever the case might be. And obviously it varies from person to person, but I am a very heavy user of this phone. And this phone still hasn't crashed on me. Sometimes I'm in the gym and I take it into the sauna. That is the only time it will give me a heat warning, and that it closed my apps because of the heat. But that's very understandable, because that's not only just this phone, that's all the phones if you put it in that type of circumstance. Another thing I noticed, the camera itself in the camera app is amazing. All the different modes, then we have all the pro modes, and then we have all of the different settings, up all the way up to 8K 24 frames per second, and we got the 4K, and then Ultra HD, and then Full HD 1080p, even to 720, 30 frames per second. We have all types of frame rates, different resolutions, you know, whatever you work with. The video is great in the Samsung app, but what I tend to notice is on Snapchat. Well, Snapchat, if you take the picture on your phone and you're looking at it, it's amazing. But you'll send it to an iPhone user and it'll kind of mess with the quality a little bit. I know Samsung has said that they're working on that and they're getting better at it, but I still feel like it needs more improvement. On Instagram, I did not notice this in my previous phones. I don't even know if iPhone does this, but every time I upload a picture from my phone, from the Samsung S22 Ultra, to a story, as a story on Instagram, and I add music in the background, it is so blurry. It downgrades the picture so much that you can't even tell, you know, that's not even the picture that you originally took. So I did not notice that before, and 1 month of using this phone, that is one thing that I noticed, you know. And I know a lot of people, obviously, if you have a phone, you know, that's this expensive with all, you know, all this RAM and all this storage, and, you know, you're on social media, you obviously don't want that issue to happen. You know, that kind of defeats the purpose of this amazing camera, you know. 108 megapixel, and you can't use it on your social media is kind of, I think that's kind of a waste. But I would say I'm a very moderate user of social media, so that's why I still tend to stick to this phone. But if you're a very, very social media heavy user, you know, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever the case might be, and you're uploading a lot and you're just using the camera a lot, and for social media that is, then I feel like Samsung still has some work to do. But if you're shooting straight from the camera, you know, if you're shooting raw, if you're whatever the case might be, you want to shoot 8K, which I don't recommend yet, you know, the frame rates are still not as good. 4K, it's amazing, you know, has stabilization and autofocusing is just amazing on this phone. The pictures, the quality is great. Other than that, the build, I have no complaints other than this is like way heavier than the Note 20 that I used to have. The Note 20 Ultra, the S22 Ultra is a little bit shorter and more heavier, but I guess it makes up because of the battery life. The battery life is amazing on this phone, you know, like, as you can see, it's 220 and I'm still on 79%. And I took the phone off charge in the morning around 6:30 a.m. So we're doing great on battery life. I love the battery life on this. I have no issues outdoor with this phone, you know, it's such a blast. You know, you don't have to angle yourself into the shade just to see your phone. It's amazing, you know. I like it a lot. Well, that's it, guys, from me for the Samsung S22 Ultra 1 month review. Like and subscribe the video for more awesome content. I'll be doing more phone-to-phone reviews. I just have I had a couple questions that a couple of my subscribers are asking me about the cases. I'll be replying to you individually. So far, I have been using the clear Samsung case with the stand. I don't really use the stand at all, except when I'm gaming. I tend to put my finger under it, you know, just cause. But other than that, I find this the Samsung clear case to be the best because it just slides in and out of my pocket. You know, the other cases, the ones with the straps, the silicone ones, I feel like they grab onto my pocket sometimes, and I just don't have that much time to be fidgeting around, you know, inside of my pocket trying to get my phone out. And with the Samsung case with the strap, I used it for about 2 days and I realized that the strap is a little too low on the phone. Every time I put in my fingers, my thumb would be around here somewhere and it would be impossible for me to get all the way over here. It's just, I don't understand how they did the placement of the strap. It should have been a little more higher, you know, towards the middle, so that your thumb is always towards the middle of the screen. You know, you want to have an equal amount of distance between the top and the bottom when you have your fingers in through the strap, but that was not the case with the strap cases. So I really hope they fix that, because for a phone of this size, you really want some protection. You don't want to feel You want to feel like you have your phone in control inside of your hand, you know. Well, that's it, guys. We will be doing a giveaway of the Lenovo M10 tab. So if you guys are interested in entering that, all I ask is that you please like and subscribe and go to our Instagram account, Big Tech Unboxing, and like the picture, like the first picture, and just send me a message saying done. And if you're the winner, I'll be happily sending out that tab to you. That's it, guys. Like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.